Hey guys, and welcome back to Sunday Gaming News. Every Sunday here I will upload a video featuring the biggest gaming news that's going on that week, and this week is no exception, although it is a fairly smaller week for news, a fairly quiet week for news. We did have Technoblade pass away, and that is obviously really sad for the Minecraft community and all of his fans and friends and family. So my thoughts out to his friends and family and his community at this time. It's obviously always a sad thing when someone passes away, but when someone passes away that's so well known in a certain space, obviously it has a certain impact. And Minecraft and Mojang Studios are working on including some kind of tribute in-game to Technoblade. Before we move on, guys, if you're new to this channel, please hit subscribe, because 90% of you are not subscribed. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell. That way you can stay up to date with all of the content that I post here on the channel. And Ubisoft are closing down a bunch of servers is the first thing I want to talk about right now, which isn't surprising, happens all the time. I think this made news because there's 14 of these games, or 15 of these games, and that is quite a lot. Now, they also have made headlines for saying that in most cases, single-player campaigns will be unaffected. In most cases? I don't know what that could mean, but the list of full games are Anno 2070, Assassin's Creed 2, Assassin's Creed 3, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, Liberation HD, Assassin's Creed Revelations, Driver San Francisco, Far Cry 3, Ghost Recon Future Soldier, Prince of Persia The Forgotten Sands, Rayman Legends, Silent Hunter 5, Space Junkies, Splinter Cell Blacklist, and Zombie U. So all of those games are losing multiplayer functionality. Now this is, it does state a problem with games these days that we didn't have back in the day, in that when a server gets shut down for multiplayer, that's it. We're going to lose it for good, and this makes me worry for some of my favourite games. Sea of Thieves for one. If that ever dies, when it dies, because it will die, eventually, one day, it will become unplayable. So that, you got to think about game preservation and things like that, and, what companies are doing to safeguard it. And right now there isn't an answer. So guys, let me know in the comments if this affects you and any of the games you'd like to play. Perhaps you're still deep into one of the multiplayer functions for one of these games. But normally this happens a lot and it doesn't really make headlines. It just happens to because there are 15 games in total. They're doing them as a bulk. EA. They happen to upset some more people, again, without even releasing a game. They managed to upset a lot of people in that they actually tweeted out, I don't know if you've seen the recent trend of there are 10, but, and then it goes on to say, like, when they're, I put it into a perspective of maybe like internet dating, right? I'm a little bit too old to understand these jokes, but there are 10, but they only such and such. So in this case, Electronic Arts, EA, have put there are 10, but they only like playing single player games. And now obviously we know EA are a company that pretty much just releases live service multiplayer games now. Battlefield, Battlefront, and all of their big IP that they've been releasing as of late. They've kind of shot themselves in the foot because they do have single player games coming, like Jedi Survivor, right, is a big one coming. And even EA's people like Vince Zampella have responded with facepalm emojis, and pretty much everyone in the industry has taken a shot back, as well as the fans. So that was quite interesting. I actually think it's the most entertaining thing they've released since Jedi Fallen Order. But wow, I mean, it blows my mind that companies can be this stupid with their marketing. I assume that anyone that posted that has maybe got some sort of warning or something, because I could imagine that having repercussions, because even EA reacted saying, okay, we got roasted, and they really did get roasted. Awful. A whole bunch of maps for Modern Warfare 2, not to be confused with Modern Warfare 2 a few years back, quite a few years back. Modern Warfare 2, the remake, they've had a bunch of images leak via the Warzone mobile files, and that we've had, and they've actually been doing DMCA takedowns. So Hopefully they don't come after me. But hey, we've had a whole bunch of images. I'm not going to show them all, but here's one of them, which is some sort of Grand Prix map. But we've got Dogtown, Esports Gym, Exhume, Fallout, Favela, Firing Range, which is possibly the original Firing Range, Floating Bay, Kill House, Lighthouse, Luxury, Mountain Town, and Narcos. So we've had quite a few here. Favela is a remake or a reimagining of Modern Warfare 2 in 2009, most likely, which is probably a very popular one for fans. But yeah, we've had a big leak, and it won't be long before we get more about this game and when this game comes out, because it is coming out this year. And let me know if you're excited about this. Let me know if you're excited down in the comments below. Be interested to know your thoughts on this. The only thing left I've got to talk about is, of course, Sea of Thieves. With me being a Sea of Thieves creator, I like to highlight a lot about Sea of Thieves. And we have the Forsaken Hunter, which is a new Sea of Thieves adventure mission available between June 30th and July 14th. And after that, obviously, we have the big Season 7 update, which is going to be huge. And we have to name our ship and stuff like that. But this one, the Forsaken Hunter, looks great. There's a cinematic that I'll leave in the description below on Sea of Thieves' main account. And if you want to check out my Sea of Thieves streams, I stream every Saturday from 7:30 p.m. UK time over on Twitch. Go follow me on Twitch, guys. My link's down in the description below. I'd appreciate it. We're nearly at 500 followers right now. If you want to check out my movie content, I've done a movie review for the recent Elvis movie, Jurassic World Dominion, and this week I'm going to go and see Thor Love and Thunder, so I'll be doing a review for that, so make sure you jump down to that movie channel below and hit me a subscribe over there too. I also have a streaming tips channel as well for you guys. If you guys are content creators, I have some cool tips over on that. It's a new channel. That's in the description as well. That really does it for Sunday gaming news. There's not a lot out this week for news, but we will continue to do these videos every week. I'm sorry for missing last week. I just got swamped with other things to do, other content to create. It just happens this sometimes, you know, you just get busy. And yeah, so guys, I will see you with the next one. Happy gaming.